Okay, good morning, everyone. So now we are gonna continue about the previous lesson, which is lesson 4, chapter 3. Now I'm gonna continue with the topic of derivative of a power function and the properties of differentiation. Okay, so reviewing from what we have learned from the previous lesson, that the mathematical definition of derivative f prime x is equal to the limit of h approaching 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Okay, so this is the mathematical definition of the derivative that I have taught you yesterday why it is like that. Okay, so now we are going to prove, we're gonna find a formula for the derivative of a power function, which is if the fx is equal to x power of n. Okay, so if the fx is equal to x power of n, then we can actually say that f of x plus h is equal to x plus h power of n, right? This is a composite function, which you have learned in 11th grade. So if we have x plus h power of n, then actually we can expand this. And I think you have learned it in 11th grade or in 10th grade, that there are several points that you need to keep in mind to expand a binomial, a power of binomial. The first one is there will be n plus 1 terms. Number 2, each term will be n power to the n power. And then the third one, the x variable starts with n power and then decrease by 1 for each term. And then h starts with 0 and then decrease for each term. And then the first one is the coefficient is following the Pascal triangle. Remember the Pascal triangle is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, and so on. So if I give you the example first, let's say I have x plus h power of 4. It means then it's gonna have 5 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then each term will go to the n to the 4th power. There are 5 terms, and then each term will go to the 4th power. And then the first variable starts with n power, so it's x power of 4, x power of 3, x power of 2, x power of 1, and then x power of 0, which is 1. And then the second variable goes from the power of 0 and increase by 1. So it's h power of 0, h power of 1, h square, h power of 3, and h power of 4. And then the coefficient is following the Pascal triangle. So 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So that's review. I hope you understand that already. So if we want to find the derivative of a power function, we use the limit, we use the mathematical definition, which is f of x plus h minus f of x over h. So this will be equal to the limit of h approaching 0 of x plus h power of n minus x power of n over h. So I just change the function in term of x. and h of course, and n. Okay, so if I have to expand it, limit of h approaching 0, x plus h power of n, so the first term will be definitely x power of n. And then it will have, now realize the second term will always equal, the coefficient will always be equal to the power of n. So if it's power of n, then it will be n times x decrease by 1, and the h is increasing by 1. Okay, and then the coefficient will be something x power of n minus 2 times h squared until h power of n, right? And there will be n plus 1 terms in between there, minus x power of n as this one over h. Okay, this is cancel. So what we have left is actually equal to the limit of h approaching 0 of n times x to the power of n minus 1 times h plus the coefficient x power of n minus 2 times h power of 2 until h power of n divided by h. Okay, and then if we substitute the h equals 0, it's still 0 over 0, right? It's still 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 over 0. So we need to do some simplification again. So what we can do right now is to factor out the h. So we have n times x power of n minus 1 plus the coefficient x n minus 2 times h plus until h power of n minus 1 over h. And then we cancel. And then if the h is equal to 0, then basically all of this will be equal to 0, right? Because all of the terms have the multiplication of h of it. So the result is simply n times x to the power of n minus 1. Okay. So now we get the first formula for the derivative. If fx is equal to x power of n, the derivative f prime x will be equal to n times x to the power of n minus 1. Okay. For example, if fx is equal to x power of 5, in your book, the example 1, page 86, example 1, if the fx is equal to x power of 5, then actually the f prime x will be equal to 5, which is the n, x power of 4, n minus 1. Okay, so that's the property, that's the derivative of a power function. Now, I'm gonna add some properties. I'm gonna add 3 properties that is working, that's always work for the derivative. Now, if you have an fx which is an addition or subtraction of 2 other function, okay, then basically the f prime x is also addition or subtraction to the both function being derived. So for example, if I have fx equals to x cubed plus x squared, then actually f prime x will be equal to 3x squared plus 2x power of 1, which is 2x. Okay, so this is the first property, property number 1. Okay, and then the second property is if fx, if the derivative of a constant times a function, so it's constant, it's a coefficient of the other function. So the derivative of this one, f prime x, is equal to the coefficient multiplied by the derivative of the function. For example, if fx equals to 3x power of 10, then actually f prime x is equal to the coefficient will be the multiplier still times the derivative of x cubed is x power of 10 is 10x power of 9, which is 30x power of 9. So this is the second property. This second property. And then the last property, if a function is a constant, for example, if it's y equals 3, this is y equals 3, then actually what's the rate of change? The rate of change, it doesn't change, right? Because the coefficient is constant. The y value is always 3. So it doesn't change. The value of the y doesn't change. So that's why if you have a function that is a constant, then the derivative, the instantaneous rate of change of it is equal to 0. So for example, if fx equals to 3, then f prime x in this case will be equal to 0. So this is the third one, the third property, which actually 3 of these properties are summarized in your book, page 88, the gray box, properties differentiation. Okay, so that's all from me for today. Thank you.